manifestation and hustle culture have the same ways of getting to a goal, so with both of them, I'm basically unstoppable. On my way to $1 million, I was binge watching some Kuncan Dastner, as we all should, and I arrived upon this video. God, I sound like I'm like, hear ye, I arrived upon thee. But anyway, he made a video about manifestation. And at the end, he kind of arrived at there were 3 main things that you do in order to manifest something. You have to write it down, you have to meditate, and you have to have self-confidence. And when I read those, I was like, that sounds awfully similar to a lot of the things that you hear from a lot of those like motivational people who are like, yeah, hustle, get your bag, you can have a Ferrari. That's just interesting, you know, because everyone's like, women have astrology and men have the stock market, and like women have manifesting and men have like hustle culture, good vibes. They wouldn't call it good vibes. I don't know how men talk. I think you can put together why. So let's look into how similar these are, as well as kind of like the basis of each thing and why there's such a divide despite these similarities or almost like identical nature of both of these things. You may be like, Leah, come on now, shouldn't you like go check other sources? And the answer is no. This man is the mold, and why do more research when I know that this research is perfect? So again, it is writing down your goals, meditating, and self-confidence. So let's compare that to what the dude bros are saying about hustle culture. We've got have a clear goal and usually write it down, embody that mindset and be on that track to success. And be an alpha male, confident and strong. The most obvious difference is the language and the vibes. A lot of manifestation stuff is a lot about putting good into the world, about not being like demanding to the universe. If you are good and you're patient, then the universe will give you what it is that you want. Whereas hustle culture, which I feel like maybe is not the right word for this, but it's the word I'm going to use, they are very much so very the opposite. You demand from the world. The world's gonna wrong you and you gotta fight back and get your bag. It's different. It's very clearly different in the presentation. But what about the meat of the matter? So the first one is the most clear similarity. Write it down, have a clear goal, and basically write it down. Both of these are about isolating what it is that you want, not just having like a general like, oh, I guess I kind of want some, along these lines, just like a very specific, you need to know what it is that you want in order to work towards it. Okay, that's simple enough. Let's move on. So there's the meditation and there's the embodying that lifestyle. And these are where it's a little bit more different. Sometimes, but not always, hustle culture will have some stuff about, it's usually more so of a brainstorming or of like an inner reflection than meditation. So that could definitely be a similar take on things. And with manifestation, sometimes it is about that self-reflection, which again is seen in hustle culture. But in both of them, to a degree, more so with the third step, but we'll also touch on it here, it is about embodying your goal even before you've gotten there. Some of this just in mindset. In business, there is this concept of if you want to be an anomaly, then you have to act like an anomaly. You don't become really successful by doing what everyone else is doing. You become successful by being unique and taking a different route. So with manifestation, this would be in everyone else isn't working towards this goal or isn't working to manifest things. So already by even like partaking in the manifestation, you're taking away from from the crowd, and you are becoming something else. I can never record this early in the morning again. Number 3, self-confidence and being an alpha male. It's direct correlation, my dudes. Both of them are telling you that, like, you gotta believe in yourself. And both with this one and the meditation one, it's that, like, that success has to come from within, both in your actions and, like, working towards that goal, as well as, like, if you are more confident and self-assured and all of that. Like, honestly, even if you fail, if along the way you get self-confidence and assurance and you learn a lot of skills, then you don't really fail at all. It's likely that you'll end up just going on a slightly different path that's going to be better for you because there's a reason you failed at the other one. But with those skills and that confidence, so that it'll still look like success. And that trails us into the clearly this works, or else it wouldn't be applicable to so many different situations. Despite both of these things either seeming a little bit too spiritual and like, does that really exist? And the other one sometimes being a little bit like way too hard into things and not very practical or reasonable, both of them are definitely things that, if taken like in a healthy way, are very successful, and they very much so work. Having a clear goal, being confident, working towards your goals is obviously going to work, and this wouldn't be such a proposed method in so many different things if it didn't work to some degree. Despite this, both sides heavily criticize the other for kind of the reasons I said before: too spiritual, too much. Why is that? Some of it comes down to the legitimate problems that are in both worlds and spaces. Some of them do have legitimate problems. Some of it gets down to sexism. A lot of people will look down on things like manifestation because it is a very predominantly female space, and I mean, throughout history, they've been burning witches even when they just were using, like, basic medicine. And so that's very much so something ingrained in our culture. If you meet a hustle dude, he will definitely hate on manifestation. If you find a manifestation gal, she's less likely to automatically hate on this hustle dude. Again, that's just a societal thing, and that's, like, literally something I seem to have to point out in every video. Hey, sexism exists. Wow. I also think the aforementioned presentation, as well as the desired effect, is part of the vast differentiation of these two spaces. A lot of the manifestation stuff is a lot more likely to do with just general things in your life. I want to meet my soulmate. I want to be happier. It's more likely to be more of that side of things, whereas hustle culture, that kind of thing, is a lot more likely to be about actual physical items or physical, more trackable success. So like, I want my business to do well, or I want to reach this goal in my business. I want a Ferrari. So it is very clearly a different world in both of those things. So now I'm coming to you with how I plan to reach my goals. My current goal, much like Kuncan, is going to be 10,000 subscribers. I've written it down not enough times because this is wide ruled paper, but I put good vibes and a little smiley face on the side. So in my mind, that's just the same. I have this wonderful, colorful tape. Again, it really adds to the good vibe mentality. Oh god. It really adds to that good vibe mentality that we're trying to reach here. Because, I mean, again, if nothing else, at least I'll have my vibes to get me through the cold winter. I'm also now going to start embodying someone who has 10,000 subscribers. But I don't really know what that means. What's the other ones? Self-confidence. Be set on your path. Well, I am increasing my, I am increasing my upload schedule in order to really embody someone who is a YouTuber. You have to, like, make content. So I feel like I'm already there. And confidence? I feel like I've been working on that for a little while, and I feel like it's really paid off. I mean, gorgeous, an icon, you wish you were me, and you can be, with these 3 easy steps. And some washi tape. There you go. This was weird. This was interesting. I'm never gonna record in the morning again. The chaotic energy is too much. I'll see y'all next time. I can never do a normal outro.